Hi guys, and welcome to another ASMR eating video. Now this has been requested so many times now, so I'm going to finally do it. Someone asked me to talk about or ramble about the movie Goodfellas, so that's what I'm going to do. And I thought to sort of, go with the theme, get in the mood. I've done some meatballs and a spaghetti with a little cheese melted on the top. I've also got the ZX cola. You want me to get you a cola? Let's open this and put it to the mic, because you might be able to hear. Oh, that sounds more French, doesn't it? I'm gonna stop doing. I tried to do the Italian accent, but then it turns into French. Oh, because I'm French, half Italian, half English, half Portuguese, half Japanese and half Chinese and half Bulgarian, Okay, let's pour this into here, because I've got the eyebrow, the skeleton, and the paw. And everybody loves me doing that, so I do it for you. But anyway, got some big, massive blocks of ice in here, guys. It's like little game cubes floating around in my drink. Cheers. Oh, now I've just had a shower. And something happens when I have a shower. Is when I come out, if I drink something ice cold, it starts pouring out of my skin pores. So if I begin to profusively sweat, pouring with sweat, I do apologise. Something that happens to my body. Something happens to my body. It's just something happens to my body. Right. I bet that's really noisy. Get stuck in. Look, I've got a spoon. You get this turning around on the spoon. Oh, it fell off. Look, I'm Italian. I know how to do it. You don't make me look bad. It's delicious anyway. But anyway, about Goodfellas. Goodfellas is a movie directed by one of my favourite directors, Mr. Martin Scorsese. Or Scorsese, however you want to pronounce it. I prefer Scorsese. I think it sounds more gangster. Martin Scorsese. That was better. I'm learning. Anyway, it's about Henry Hill, who is played later on by Ray Liotta, but he's a kid that gets involved doing all these little jobs and errands for this mob, this big sort of gang of gangsters in, I think it's gets introduced to a guy called Tommy, who's this absolute psychopath played by Joe Pesci. He then meets Jimmy, who's played by the great Robert De Niro. That was my Robert De Niro. No, don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Anyway, so he meets all these gangsters, and they get up to all these sort of things, that gangsters do. But then what happens is the gangster Tommy, there's this guy called, I can't remember his name, Bill Betts. I've got that wrong, I'm so sorry guys. But he's played by the brilliant actor Vincent something, I can't remember, but he's brilliant, he's a brilliant actor. He's also in Casino as well, you know him. Brilliant actor. And this guy's like a maid man, he's a maid guy, he's like a real proper maid, mafia sort of member. Bellissimo. Yes, so he's in Henry's bar. We've got like this club. And he's at the bar celebrating coming out of jail. He's been in jail. So he's sitting there and he's like having a laugh and having a drink. And Jimmy's there. And of course Henry, because it's his place. And then Joe Pesci comes in. And he really don't like this guy. He don't like him. But he goes, oh, what's he doing here? And he goes, oh, well. So he goes up, he goes, come over here, Tommy. He goes, I ain't seen you in years. Anyway, he starts talking to his friends about Tommy after, he goes like, this guy, he said, used to shine shoes, he said, and like, can make your shoes look like mirrors, because he was brilliant. We used to call him Shoe Shine Tommy. So Tommy's now getting wound up. He's going, oh, Bill, I don't shine shoes no more. He goes, perhaps someone's forgot to tell you you've been away a long time, I don't shine shoes no more. And he goes, I can't just like, busting your balls. He goes, oh, well, okay, I didn't realise. He goes, it didn't sound like you was. I thought you was, he's being serious. He goes, no. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, I didn't mean to offend you, He goes, oh, salam. He goes, oh, me too. He goes, yeah, salam. He goes, takes a drink. Because it does have some really funny bits, although it's very brutal. He goes, now go get your shine box. Tommy just goes crazy. He goes, keep him here. Anyway, I can't go into too much detail, but Down in the Ocean by Donovan, you'll never listen to it the same again. Let's just say that. Because Tommy comes back and everyone's gone home. It's just Henry and this Bill and Jimmy. And like this thudding coming from the boot, or the, what do you call it, the trunk in America. They go, what's that noise? They pull over, and it's this bloke, and he's still alive in the trunk of the car. It's a brilliant movie. There's also like a woman played, she's called Karen, and she's played by the great Lorraine. Oh, please remember her second name, Jeff. Lorraine. Oh, I can't remember. I'm Joe Biden, guys, I do apologise. Lorraine, not Lorraine Kelly, because Lorraine Kelly's that wee, lovely Scottish girl on television. I can't remember her name. Lorraine something anyway, guys. And what it basically starts out is that Tommy wants Henry to go on a double date with him so he can like try and get with this other woman, because she won't date him. So he says, if we all go together, you know, he said we can like all go on like a double date. So her name's Karen in the movie, and he doesn't want to know her, he just wants to get off and do stuff, you know. So she gets really wound up over that. They then go on another date, and he doesn't turn up, so Karen goes after him, and he's down at, I think, at the cab stand or wherever it is, or the restaurant, and she goes, who do you think you are, you know, standing me up? He goes, oh, I thought it was next Friday. You know, the brilliant Ray Liotta. And she goes, no, it was this Friday. She goes, you know it was. Anyway, they sort of start hitting it off, and he does end up sort of falling in love with her, which is really nice. But it's pretty much about, you know, the sort of the downfall of everybody. I mean, what is interesting is there's one bit where they're in prison. They all have to go to prison, and but where they're all you know, where it's sort of the mafia, you know, they all have their own cell, big massive place to themselves, and they get lobsters and steak and pasta and everything. And there's this guy in it called Paulie, you know, and he's doing the cooking, and he cuts up garlic with a razor blade, you know, and it's you know, he says, oh, he cuts it up so thin with the razor blade so that it liquidizes once he puts it in the frying pan. But I don't want to sort of tell you too much more, because I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, there's one bit where there's this guy, and he owns this wig company, and Jimmy has lent him money, and he wants the money back, and this guy is like, you know, messing him around with the money, So Henry goes there and he's like talking to him and he goes, look, Jimmy wants his money, you know. He goes, you better give him it. He goes, oh, well, he's not getting it, you know. So Jimmy comes in, he grabs the telephone and puts the wire around his neck, and he's like, give me my money. He goes, give me my money. He goes, I'll give it to you, Jimmy. I'll give it to you. And he's all calm, and all his wig, he actually wears a wig, and his wig starts coming off and flying about. Oh, it's so funny. But, you know, he goes, I'll give you the money, Jimmy. He goes, today. He goes, today. Because I want it today. He goes, it will be. He said, I will. You know, no. You know, there's like loads of bits in it. There's one bit, you know, they're all sitting there and Tommy's telling this funny story and Henry says to him like, you know, oh, you're a funny guy. He goes like, and then Tommy goes, what do you mean I'm funny? He goes like, what? And all the place goes quiet. He goes, you know, because like the way you tell the story, he goes like, no, I don't know. He goes like, you know, because perhaps I'm a bit crazy and messed up. He goes like, what do you mean I'm funny? He goes, what, like a clown? He goes, you think I'm here to amuse you? He goes, what's so funny about me, Henry? And everyone's going like, oh, you know, Tommy, you know, can't they? He goes, look, no, Anthony, look, he's a big boy. Said he can speak up for himself. He goes, why am I so funny? You think, oh my goodness me. He then gets made later on in the movie. They actually, you know, Tommy becomes a made man. That's all we'll say about that. But, you know, the acting in it is absolutely superb. All top-notch acting. It's all sort of like based as well on a true story. I think the novel, like the book it's based on, is called Wise Guy, and the guy that wrote the book also writes like the screenplay with Martin Scorsese. But brilliant, you know, the script is superb, the acting is brilliant, you know. Everything about it is absolutely superb. I mean, one of the best films you'll ever see. Because it does, you know, I mean, it can be really brutal at times, but can also make you laugh a lot, you know. You know, 1 minute you're sort of laughing and then the next minute you're sort of thinking, oh my goodness me. so nice as ever. Wash it down with a little bit of ZX Cola. That went very nicely with that. Oh, guys, thank you for joining me. I will be back. It's Friday today. Hopefully tomorrow, I will be back. But in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful, peaceful